I also want to provide an update on unemployment. This morning, the new federal data indicated that over 570,000 Massachusetts residents have applied for unemployment since March 15th. That means approximately 100,000 people applied for unemployment benefits in the last week. I think everybody knows that the number of claims here is eye-popping, given that for months we typically saw somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000 new applications a week. And it represents a variety of workers and businesses that have been impacted by COVID-19 and by many of the decisions that we've had to make in response to COVID-19. And as we've said before, this is about way more than numbers. We all get the fact that there are people behind those claims. There are families who suddenly face economic anxiety after losing a job through no fault of their own, and it's a situation we take extremely seriously. In Massachusetts, we are making progress to get checks out the door. As of today, the Department of Unemployment Assistance is paying unemployment compensation to over 315,000 Massachusetts residents. That's a tripling of the number of people they were paying unemployment compensation to when the month of March began. And as we said before, our online unemployment system is one of the few in the country that didn't crash, thanks to previous work we did to migrate the system to the cloud. And we're improving accessibility to that online system along the way. This past weekend, we launched a new Spanish language online application form, and more languages will be launched shortly. And we're committed to making sure that we help the many people who are having trouble get through the system, get their application processed, and get access to the benefits to which they're entitled. The DUA has dramatically increased its call center staff, turning a center that was 50 workers in the Hurley building about a month ago into an 850-person, as of today, remote call center. As of today, those call center workers have made over 115,000 calls with constituents through that remote call center. I do want to take a minute to thank those call center workers, many of whom have come on board in recent weeks to help us deal with this unprecedented demand. They've been connecting with claimants literally 7 days a week for the past month and are working through the weekends to make sure they connect with everybody who needs our help. The Department of Unemployment Assistance has also held 25 daily virtual town halls in both English and Spanish to guide people through the application process, which as of today have been attended by over 175,000 constituents online. And as of last week, claimants are now receiving the extra $600 on top of their existing benefits thanks to the implementation of the new Federal CARES Act benefit. We're also making progress in our work to build a new technological infrastructure that will allow us to process unemployment claims from workers not traditionally covered by the unemployment system, like the self-employed or gig economy workers. That system is being refined and tested so that we can launch it as soon as possible to get those workers the benefits that they need. We also look forward to sharing more information about that system in the coming days. The progress is not happening as quickly as any of us would like, but things are starting to move in the right direction. And we're going to continue to work this issue hard because we know that for many people, their economic livelihood depends on it.